Long before European explorers arrived, Brazil was already home to diverse and vibrant indigenous cultures. The land was inhabited by hundreds of tribes, each with its own language, traditions, and way of life. These societies lived off the land, hunting, fishing, and farming, with rich spiritual beliefs and social structures. In 1500, a Portuguese navigator, Pedro Álvares Cabral, landed on the shores of what is now Brazil. This marked the beginning of European colonization. At first, the Portuguese sought to exploit the land's natural resources, particularly the valuable Brazil wood. However, the vastness of the country and the presence of indigenous people meant that the colonization process would take time. As the Portuguese settled, they began developing sugar plantations along the coast. To work the fields, they imported enslaved Africans, creating a brutal system of slavery that would last for centuries. Brazil became the largest importer of enslaved Africans in the Americas. Sugar became a dominant export, enriching the Portuguese crown but devastating the lives of millions. In the 17th and 18th centuries, the Portuguese faced invasions from the Dutch and the French, but they were able to repel them and solidify their control. During this period, Brazil's wealth grew, with mining, especially gold, becoming another cornerstone of the economy. The Portuguese crown recognized Brazil's importance, and in 1808, the royal family moved to Rio de Janeiro to escape the Napoleonic Wars in Europe, making Brazil the capital of the Portuguese Empire. In 1821, when the Napoleonic Wars had subsided, the Portuguese crown attempted to return to Portugal, but Brazil was no longer willing to be a colony. Tensions between the local elites and the Portuguese crown intensified. In 1822, Dom Pedro I, the son of King João VI of Portugal, declared Brazil's independence. With the famous cry, "Independencia ou morte," independence or death, Brazil became an empire under Dom Pedro I. For nearly 7 decades, Brazil remained an empire, ruled by the descendants of Dom Pedro I. The country prospered, but continued to rely heavily on slavery. In 1888, Brazil became the last country in the Americas to abolish slavery, with the signing of the Golden Law by Princess Isabel. In 1889, a military coup overthrew the monarchy, and Brazil became a republic. The country went through periods of political instability, with military interventions, economic crises, and social unrest. Brazil transitioned from a predominantly agricultural economy to one that embraced industry and urbanization. In 1930, Getúlio Vargas took power in a coup, marking the start of a new era. Vargas's government focused on industrializing Brazil, building infrastructure and implementing labor reforms. His presidency is often associated with both authoritarianism and the push for modernization. In 1964, a military coup ousted the democratically elected president, and Brazil entered a period of military dictatorship. The next 2 decades saw censorship, repression, and the imprisonment of political dissidents. Protests and the struggle for democracy grew stronger, culminating in the return to civilian rule in 1985. Today, Brazil is one of the largest and most influential countries in Latin America. With a rich cultural heritage and a diverse population, Brazil continues to face challenges, including poverty, inequality, and political corruption. However, its vibrant democracy, booming economy, and global presence in sports and culture make it a key player on the world stage. Brazil's history is marked by triumphs, struggles, and resilience. From its indigenous roots to its colonial past, from slavery to independence, and through periods of dictatorship to democracy, Brazil has constantly evolved. A country of immense beauty, diversity, and complexity. Brazil's story is far from over, and its future continues to unfold. If you like this video, please like and subscribe and share. Help me spread the knowledge. Till next time, friends.